welcome to the stage for the first time at Seacret, Mr. Mark Smith.
How's everybody doing? You guys fired up? All right, good stuff. Well, I want to thank Mark for the introduction. I can say one of the things that I'm so pumped about Seacret is having a training platform and having a system and a rhythm that can drive your business. You know, this business is really all about tools and events, right? We use tools, third-party credibility to attract people to our products and opportunity. And then we use events to motivate people, captivate people, and train them how to do what? Get tools into the marketplace. So I'm going to introduce a tool here today. But to be able to have that tool with a rhythmic play on the event system that we have in the training platform is, I don't think it's ever been done in this industry. So that's why Eric G is so pumped up at the edge of his seat. I agree with you. I don't know what's going on with this guy, because I was at the edge of my seat when he was talking about it. He put some pressure on me. But I'm very excited to be here, a part of Seacret. I've actually watched the growth of Seacret. I've always thought Seacret has had such a unique opportunity and positioning of their products in the marketplace. There's a lot of things in network marketing that you can knock off, right? There's a lot of products that you can easily knock off. Seacret's just one of those companies that you cannot knock off, right? They just have a unique product offering. It's the Dead Sea. It's a real story. You know, there's a lot of products out there where some entrepreneurs get together. Not saying the products are bad, but they create a story. It's a decent story. They run with that story. They get momentum from that story. But the Dead Sea story is just something that's super captivating, right? It's like, it's Google proof is what I'd like to say about it. And so we check the box with the product offering. We check the box with the uniqueness of the opportunity of being able to offer products from the Dead Sea. And then when you move into nutrition, we have a clean nutrition line, right? And so that's also different in the marketplace. And then with the addition of Club Seacret, when you bring this all together, it's just like, look out network marketing industry, look out subscriber-based portfolios, look out for all the entrepreneurs that are thinking of the next idea. I really just believe those three pillars, we've really put together something amazing. So Isaac, I am super pumped about the future of Seacret and where we're all going together. And so you guys ready to see the new tool?
Yes.
Okay. So my training is more of a technical training. So I'm not going to jump up and down like Eric G. He got that out yesterday. He got all of our blood pressures going, our heart rate revved up. You still revved up from his presentation? Because I am, truly. It was awesome, incredible trainer. And so I'm going to take a technical approach, okay? But I'm going to have a relaxed intensity on stage. That's not normal for me. I'm usually jumping around like Eric G. But today I'm going to take a relaxed intensity because it's a very technical presentation on this tool. So I want to give you some disclaimers first, okay? So we're going to roll out a new Seacret phone app today, okay? And in a combination with that Seacret phone app, you're going to have the ability to send out a virtual experience of Seacret's products, okay? And it's going to blow your mind when you see how this works. I'm going to walk you through every single step of that. My disclaimer is this. First of all, this is a tool. This is not change the way you do the business. This is not you're now an influencer or an expert online. This does not change your method of I don't meet with people anymore. I just press a button and send a package. It doesn't change how we do the business. You're not now a funnel expert. For those of you that know what a funnel is, you don't need to go get marketing training online or anything like that. I want to make sure that's very important to us, especially for the new agents in the room. You're not going to necessarily change the way you do the business. This is going to enhance the way you already do the business, okay? So it's a tool, but don't get me wrong. We're going to set a rhythm and a cadence and a drum beat today that's going to allow every new agent to start, when they start their opportunity here with Seacret, in my opinion, it's going to be so much faster, so much more effective, and I think we're going to see the numbers really go through the roof, specifically at the base of the company, right? If you want to explode a company, you want to create momentum, it's all about what you do at the base. What do you do with a new agent? How do you get them started? What is the behavior that you drive? What is the comp plan drive? What is the tool system drive? What is the training platform drive? And what we're going to see over the next coming weeks and coming months is all of those things are going to sync together. So today's really just the introduction of the beginning of a process of a phone app in a virtual experience that will eventually end up in the enrollment system, in the enrollment packs. It's going to end up everywhere in the company, okay? And so I'm going to walk you through step by step. We're going to hope that this works. This is not easy to pull off on a phone, on a screen, so we're going to hope that we have no glitches there. I'm going to open up the phone here. I'm actually going to bring up the app live so you can see it right there. And there we go. We've got a couple of banners flying around there, so you probably just got to see some stuff that you weren't supposed to see. We just caught that live on stage on camera, right? But that's okay. You don't know what the titles mean. You don't know what they are. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out, first of all, what an experience package is. And it's very important. You heard Jesse talk about with the energy that we're not going to refer to this as samples. Okay? And there's a reason. Because this is a full serving experience that we're going to give to people both on the skincare side and on the nutrition side. So it's very, very important that you don't refer to these as samples. And I'm going to display it for you. You'll know why we don't want to call it a sample in just a second, because I'm actually going to show it to you. It really is a virtual experience. Now, you say it's a virtual experience, then how am I going to physically get something in my hands? Well, that's the link of the phone app to a physical experience, right? That's what we call a virtual experience. You're going to be able to literally put a prospect into this phone app. You're going to select what you want to send them, whether you want to be skincare focused or whether you want to be nutrition focused, and then virtually by a push of a button, that experience is going to show up on their doorstep. It's going to be absolutely amazing, okay? And you guys want to see what it looks like?
Yes!
Okay, so let's go ahead and just give you a little example here. We got slides. I'm going to go to PowerPoint now. So we're going to switch back from PowerPoint to iPhone. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about what is the experience. As you can see, I have the nutrition experience right here in my hand. It is very well put together. It's a tri-fold. As you open it, you can see you have a full serving, day serving of recovery. You have a full serving of energy there, and you have a full serving of booster, okay? So this is basically supercharging your day. You're able to send this experience to a prospect. They're gonna get, obviously, the triad of nutritional products, and you can see the back of it, very well put together. See the front of it there, very well put together. One of the things you're probably noticing there is we are actually going to add volume and CV to every single one of these packages, okay? Which is unheard of. Tim gets it. Tim absolutely gets it, okay? And it does two things. One, it's a motivator, okay? But it also rewards you for your efforts. And I think this is a genius thing that the company did, because when you want to drive an organization, a sales organization, when you want to create behavior in a sales organization, you want to put everything along that roadmap that drives the behavior that you want to drive. So what better product line than Seacret's product line to put into someone's hands? And it's kind of interesting. Talk about the evolution of Seacret. This is the skincare focus pack. I'll give you the cover there. Open it up. You actually literally get the magnet in there, which is very, very cool because it's M4, salt and oil scrub, body butter. The peeling gel is all in here. Now, why I say it's such an evolution of Seacret. Think about this. Isaac, you guys started with kiosks, okay? And this is why there's such a unique offering in network marketing with Seacret. That kiosk role actually evolves into an amazing, it really has really transpired into a virtual experience, because the products were created as demonstrable products. In other words, you walked by someone in the mall, and if they could get you for a few seconds to try these products, they had you. Why? Because the products were designed for you to get an instantaneous experience. We now have almost like a virtual kiosk, because instead of them walking by the kiosk in the mall, they're literally going to get this on their doorstep, and they're going to get the same exact experience of the over 900 locations in 40 countries that has really built the brand of Seacret. We're now going to basically take that concept to the actual prospect right to their doorstep. Okay, so it's very, very significant. So these are what they look like. You can see the price point up there. They come in packs of 10. Okay, I'm just getting some of the technical things out of the way. I'm going to walk you through the app. I'm going to send an experience. I have someone standing by that's going to receive the experience and tell me they want it, and then I'm going to take you through the whole process in just a second. But basically, they come in packs of 10. As you can see, it has CV and it has QV. So I know that some of you, like Eric G, have probably added up what your team dynamics need to look like. I'll talk about that at the end. How many people are in this rhythm, what rank that'll push you to, what rank that'll take them to. So you want to start thinking about that. But as you can see, these are just available right now in the app itself. So in the future, you will be able to go into a shopping cart, purchase these physical experiences, and you might have a pack of 10 that you keep on you, and you can physically give it to someone. But right now, it's just a virtual experience from the app direct to the prospect at their doorstep. Okay, we all tracking with that? So it gives you an idea of pricing, so you can see the Canadian price, you can see the US price on there. So I look at it this way: do I make $100 investment US into my business to have 10 experiences? Okay, so just think about when we do a wow party. So you want to invite 5 guests over, 10 guests over, 20 guests over, and you're doing that experience right there. What, look at the ROI. Seacret has proven over time, if you have X amount of people in your living room and you do this demonstration with the 4 top wow products, there's an ROI there.
Yep.
So what is that going to look like when we can do it lightning fast, where there's no delay? And I'm going to talk a lot about the rhythm towards the end. I want to skip to the rhythm because the rhythm is probably the most important part of today's launch of this tool, because the rhythm is what's going to set this company on fire.
Yep.
This rhythmatic thing that we do in the field at the base of the company with brand new agents. So let's get into the technical parts of the app, and then I'll kind of come back later on and go a little bit through the rhythm itself. Now, I'm going to bring this up. We're going to switch to iPhone now, so if you guys would do that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take you through a flow. Don't worry about mastering this. Don't worry about writing this all down. There's going to be training in the app. You'll be able to watch a video on every single segment of the app. We're also going to launch live weekly app training for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So the entire company can jump on. US and Canada right now, obviously, is where we're launching this. We'll be able to jump on a live webinar. It'll be open for Q&A. Okay, so I want you to just pay attention. Don't worry about mastering the app right now, because it's not something that's just going to happen overnight for you. Okay, there's a couple of features here. You can see in the top left-hand corner or mid-left-hand side, it says Experience Pack. So this is going to be the main focus of probably how you're going to use this app. Now, this app has all kinds of other features that I'm actually not going to cover. You can share an asset, any asset for the company. You can share a document. You can share how to use the product. You can share one of the ingredient PDFs. You can share any video that Seacret's pretty much ever put out. You can share from this app. There's actually a feature in here that you can put in usernames to your upline or your coaches, and you pre-format it in there. You hit a button, and now whenever you need a 3-way call, you literally hit a button in the app, and it shoots a message right to the screen of all your pre-arranged upline coaches, asking for a 3-way call on the fly while you're working through your prospect. This thing does a little bit of everything, okay? But I want to focus on the one thing, because in network marketing, it's about finding 1 or 2 things that the masses can do. Everything else is extra.
Yep.
If you can find 1 or 2 things that the masses can do, it creates that drumbeat. If you look at any powerful organization, they typically have 1 or 2 things that they've mastered, and they just focus on that. You look at some of the companies in this industry that maybe had a fast lift and then they kind of die off, you'll find at that curve where they die off, they added step 3, step 10, step 50, and everybody got confused, right? So if you can get back to that 1 or 2 things, you can just pump the well. What makes the money in the company? What drives the base? What attracts the customer? You can figure that out. You can really accelerate and get what we call hyper growth. Well, I'm telling you right now, we have figured this out, and this app will absolutely do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Experience Pack. There's 2 options when you click on Experience Pack. There's going to be obviously purchase credits. You'll do that right in your app. It'll link to your back office. You'll buy the credits in pairs of 10. But I'm going to go to Offer Send Experience Pack. When you get to Offer Send Experience Pack, you're going to either offer an experience, which means I'm piquing your interest, right? Nothing more than what we already do by saying, hey, Eric, man, you got to check this thing out I'm doing, man. I've got this awesome clean energy drink. I want you to experience. I'm piquing his interest, right? So offering an experience is a whole pathway that you take someone down, where the initial video and the initial text or email, you're always going to choose whether you want to send a text or email. I'm gonna encourage you to send text. Texts get read more than emails. Emails end up in, junk folders or spam boxes. So I'm gonna recommend you use text. It's your choice. But every single thing you do with the app is going to come down to a text or an email. Now, for those of you that I've already lost because you're not technical and you go, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? I don't know how to do it. What do I send first? What do I send second? How do I upload a contact? This is an intuitive application. So every time you make a move in the app, send a video, send an experience, offer an experience. Every move you make, you have a virtual coach that contacts you back, okay? So the app is your virtual coach. So when I offer an experience, so if I want to offer Isaac an experience, I'm going to choose whether it's going to be skincare focused or nutrition focused. The app, I'm going to choose to text him. So I'm going to text him. It's pre-written. You can modify it if you want. It's been copywritten. It's written the right way. So I would encourage you to leave it alone unless you're a marketer and you're already good at that stuff. So I'm offering him an experience. So the app is going to go ahead and send him a text message with a video. Okay. Now in that experience, I'm going to get in my app. So I'm going to offer experience. I'm going to click on that for you. So in offering an experience, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Isaac to say, hey, wow, that looks really cool, man. Those skincare products look awesome. Or I want to try that energy drink. And I want him to then bounce back to me from that initial text message. It's going to be all pre-written. There's going to be a video in there. When he hits the video, he's going to be on a landing page with his information that I already knew. And then what's going to happen is if he wants the experience, it says, get the free experience, or I want to send you the free experience. And what ends up happening is, when he does that, it's going to trigger him to put his address in. Because we want him to do the address. It's all about getting the interaction and engagement, so not every single thing is automated. Some of the things remind you to do it, but you physically have to do it. We want you to physically engage with the prospect. And so what I have right now is I've sent out to Chris. Where are you at, Chris? You're somewhere around here. Maybe you're in backstage. I've sent out an offer experience text message to Chris. Okay, so I'm offering him the potential to have a skincare experience with me. And so what I'm doing is that has already gone out to him right now. He's probably replying to that. He's probably filling out his address on that. And what the app is going to do is it's going to let me know that Chris wants the experience. So whenever you send this out and someone says, heck yeah, send me that experience. I want to try that energy drink. I want to try that M4 mud mask. It's going to push you a push notification right to your phone, and you're going to be able to, it'll say, Chris wants the experience, or Isaac wants the experience. All you're going to have to do, as long as you have credits, right, you can purchase the credits, you click on send, it's going to trigger the warehouse to send it. Now, here's what happens, and Chris, now is the time to fill it out if you're backstage. Go ahead and give me your address, buddy, and you'll get a pack on us, okay? But here's what happens. As your prospect interacts with you in the app, it's going to push notification for you to do everything else. So you're going to get a notification when it leaves the warehouse, okay? There's assets in here that you're going to send when it leaves the warehouse. It's going to say, send video to. There's a notification when it gets to their doorstep. Your prospect has just received their experience, okay? This thing is really bad to the bone. And it's going to tell you send video 2 or send video 3 or send text message 1. And they're all pre-written to where you don't have to, there's no guesswork where you have to guess what's going on there, okay? Now, Chris, if you're back there, it's I don't have a notification coming up, but I'm going to keep on rocking. I may have a notification come up while we're talking. There might be a little bit of a delay, especially in here with Wi-Fi and everything. But when I get that notification, I'm just going to stop wherever I'm at. I'm going to click on it so you can see what happens when a prospect says, hey, awesome video, sounds good, looks good, feels good, send it to me, I want it. I'm going to do that live for you. So just picture this. I send you an experience. I get notifications all the way through the process. My virtual coach tells me what to do. Send this, say this. There's even a script there. So when you follow up, if I follow up with Eric, I don't have to figure out what to say. There's actually a script. Okay, Eric got his package. And the next step in the flow chart, and it's very, very simple when you start playing around with the app, the next step in there is, here's the script to follow up. So if you need a little bit of help, it's actually written on what to say and what to do, okay? But what I'm going to encourage you to do is to do almost like a virtual wow party. Just think about what COVID has caused is a lot of us to rely on Zoom. I know that when I was first talking to Jesse, we did demos with an Elmo over Zoom. I didn't physically get to touch the product, but the products are so good and so demonstrable that I was sold on the product over a video. So I didn't get to smell it, I didn't get to feel it, and I didn't get to experience it, but I still wanted to buy it. That's when you know you have a good proposition, right? So think about this. Now you can send an experience to someone and you can get on Zoom. And I'm going to recommend you do this because we're going to take our close ratio and your ROI by this investment you put into your business by buying these experiences and sending them, by getting on a Zoom with Jesse. I sent him an experience and I'm going to walk him through. I actually am going to tell him, don't open it. I don't want him to open it because I want to get on a Zoom with Jesse, have him opening the skincare experience right in front of me, and I want to guide him through how to go through each product right there because I want to get him when he says, wow.
Yep.
I want to get him when he's in the moment, right? I want to get him when he's like, this is incredible. And I want to send him right to my buy link, which is in the app, or I can take him to my website, or it might turn into a different conversation. I think one of the conversations that is going to happen because of this is you're going for a customer, they're experiencing this technology, they're seeing this. When people decide to join a network marketing business, one of the things they evaluate is how did you recruit them? What did you say? What did you do? What did you have to go through? Was it technical? Was it hard? Did you have to have a marketing degree? This is what they're thinking. When you're approaching a customer now and you hit a couple of buttons on an app and you knew every step of the way where their package was, when it got into the doorstep, and they open that up, I think we're gonna have a lot more people asking us the question, what is this? Like, how long have you worked for Seacret? And what is this thing? And how did you know when they got it to my doorstep? And what's going on? Tell me about this thing. I think you're gonna see a lot more conversion from you unintentionally trying to bring in a new agent by just simply exposing someone to the system itself.
Yep.
Right? I love what Jefferson Santos has done, where when he has a lot of different online systems that he uses, but he sells the thought process of the system in his opportunity presentations. Because when I started in this industry, I was in the military, and I sat in a room like this, totally wanting to join, but I psyched myself out, wondering, was I good enough? Was I smart enough? Do I need a marketing degree? I mean, I don't know much about the internet. I don't know how to sell. So just think now, in your approach, in your pitch, you're going to use the fact that we have a virtual, turnkey, remote control, automated system that will deliver our products to the doorstep in real time, where you can then follow up with the prospect. So I think through that process, you're going to see the recruiting numbers go up equally as so, because people are just going to see, hey, this makes sense to me, okay? So all automated, all firing back to you on what to do. It'll walk you through each step of the way on what to do. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to send an experience pack. If you bring that back up. So I can offer an experience, pique their interest, or I can directly send them an experience. Okay, so I meet a friend at Starbucks, I talk to my next door neighbor, I pique their interest. I'm like, man, you've got to check out this clean energy drink we have, all organic. Or man, you've got to check out the salt and oil scrub from the Dead Sea. You've never tried anything like this in your life. So I'm going to basically circumvent some of the system. So probably one of the simplest ways to do it. I'm just going to go right to sending you an experience. Okay, so I click on send experience. This is the experience of sending an experience. It's very simple. You simply choose skincare. You notice it says 1 credit. So as long as you have credit, you'll be able to do that. Or you'll select nutrition. And then when you hit select, you'll put the prospect's information in. It's either going to be top left-hand corner, you have an existing prospect in your phone, because you can upload your contacts, or you have an existing prospect you've already added, or you have device contacts with someone in your address book. So I'm just going to find Patty in my address book. I'm going to click on her name. It's going to import her information. Or on the spot, probably Mazaffa, this is going to be you. You're going to be mall hunting, right? Just walking up to people. And you can literally open your app and say, man, I would love to send you a sample of our products. You can literally open the app and put their information in live. Once you get past this screen, I'm not going to do this live, it will then give you the trigger to put in their address. Okay, you're gonna hit send, boom, it's in the funnel, it's in the process. Okay, is everybody tracking?
Yep.
You guys are taking notes, trying to figure out how to use the app. Don't worry about using the app. Just learn the system, just learn the rhythm, and I'll tie it all together towards the end on all that happens. Okay, let's go to back to slides. Okay? So let's go to the next slide here. I want to just take you through just some of the details. So just go to PowerPoint. So this is just some of the inside out of the packaging. I just want you to get a better look at it. Very, very, very well done. I mean, I don't know how Isaac is doing this for $10. And I know we were in a room earlier talking about this. That includes shipping and includes fulfillment. Shipping and fulfillment are the two most expensive things a company has to deal with, okay? So it includes shipping, includes fulfillment, includes the technology of being able to track it and everything. So it's very, very significant for the $10. I think it's genius, okay? So what I want everybody to do, and we're going to try to do this, we're going to melt down this arena's Wi-Fi, okay? I want you to pull out your phone. Even for Mazaffa, we did put it in Android for you. Android user, right? So pull out your phone, go to the App Store, go ahead and type in Share Seacret. I want you to download the app, and while you're doing that, I'm going to keep on rocking here and just giving you some of the admin details. The app is $4.95 a month. Your first 30 days are free, right? We always want a new agent to get ROI on their initial investment. Get in, get started, use the technology, experience the training, and get them in what? Get them in the mode of earning income. So we give them 30-day trial, okay? It is free, however, it is free for the regular use all the time if you're a Club Seacret member. There's no charge for the app, right? So thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Kind of interesting. Kind of seems like you want a Club Seacret membership. Have you guys figured that out yet? Like pretty much everything we do is going to be attached to Club Seacret, so just a little tip in there. So you're a Club Seacret member, your app is free. Now all you're doing is buying credits, okay? So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of time, and I'm going to just rely on some of the leaders to, is it downloading, is it not downloading?
Yes, downloading.
Bandwidth?
Yeah.
Okay, some of you? Is it circling around? Okay, so here's the thing. We did this last section because you're going to go to lunch after this. So don't fret if you can't download it, because we've got a couple thousand people trying to download all at once right now. Okay, we figured this could happen, so don't worry about that. We have a plan B. We have slides, and we'll keep on going through things. But as soon as we're done here, when you walk outside of the arena, make sure you download this, because we're all going to do an activity together. I'll tell you what that activity is in just a moment. But just make sure you download it. And you get it up and running. You'll use your agent information once you download it. It's all self-explanatory. We'll show you every single thing you need to do. I also want to make sure I reiterate that it's US and Canada, and you can also go to getsecretapp.com to be able to download this. So some of you maybe on your team site or documents that you use, I'd recommend you just put that direct download website in. It'll be a lot easier for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Is it still cycling around for you guys?
Yeah.
It is, okay. I figured it would anyways. It's no surprise to us.
You're good.
We knew that would probably happen. I can tell you this. I was talking to Isaac, and we loaded up on inventory, because when I share with you the rhythm and what the leadership, what the diamonds and above are going to drive, and how we're coming together, and what that posture is, when you bring all senior leadership in your field together, and they all do one activity, it's just get out of the way. Like network marketing companies, just get out of the way, because when you have that pointed focus, when all leadership, all teams, sidelines, downline, crossline, everybody, diamond and above, are all coming together with one concept, with one training philosophy, I mean, you create an explosion, right? Great example of this is, TNT, gunpowder, right? You could take a 50-gallon jug of gunpowder. You could sprinkle it all over this place. And we could light it on fire, and the only thing you're going to see is a bunch of smokes and sparklers. It'll be the largest adult sparkler you've ever seen. But you can take a tablespoon of the same element, and you can put it in a small container, put a fuse in it, and it's called dynamite. Isn't that crazy how that works?
Yep.
So you can sprinkle it out there, it doesn't really do much, but when you put it, you compress time frames, and you compress energy, and you compress leadership, and you compress focus, you create that explosion. That's what happens in network marketing and sales organizations when you have that one-oriented focus that we're going to create, okay? So let's go ahead and move on. I'm not worried about you downloading that. I want to show you the landing page. When you curate an offer, when you say, I want to offer you an experience, when they click on the video, it's going to play in this type of a landing page. So as you can see, get my free experience or request more information. So everything will be in a landing page like this. you'll see many videos in there. These videos are placeholders. Within the next week or two, you're gonna see enhancements to all of the videos. We've got a rocking opportunity video that's gonna be coming out over the next couple of weeks. We've got some additional product videos and experience videos that are coming out. So you can use these videos. They're already pre-programmed in there. The landing page will pre-populate this video for you, but I want you to know that there's a lot of placeholders in there. So you're gonna see, you know, I would look at it this way. From what we've learned this weekend, any videos we've created, like let's say last Monday, are almost irrelevant because of the amount of stuff that we've done at this event. And so just constant enhancements to the videos will be coming. So that's what the landing page looks like. And then what I want to do is I want to go, and you can take that PowerPoint down. And I don't know if Chris, if you were able to, I'm going to go to notifications. Go ahead and pull up the phone real quick. I'm suspecting because of the bandwidth of the Wi-Fi that I'm not getting my message to bounce back because it works seamlessly. We've been sending experiences back and forth for quite a while. Let me see if my notifications will come up. Probably won't come up. So bandwidth-wise, we probably won't be able to do that. So let's talk rhythm. This is what I'm the most excited about, okay? The most excited about. The app, the technology, sending out the experience pack, it works. It's tested it. I just had Jesse do one just a little while ago, right?
Yep.
Like first thing this morning, I'm like, all right, you up? Yeah, I'm up. Okay, ready? Go to the app store, download this app, send me some product. Okay.
It works good.
We started sending stuff back and forth and making sure everything works. It was seamless. He got his notification. He was able to go in and purchase credits. Okay. But what I want to do is I want to talk about rhythm. I want to talk about what makes this work, because plenty of other companies have launched phone apps that haven't worked. Some of you have been part of companies that have launched samples type systems that didn't work. This is an experience system that's different, okay? And I can tell you, and I hope I'm not putting my foot in my mouth, but even the company that designed this app, okay, there's a couple of other companies in the industry that have had unbelievable growth by using this type of a system. They're not going to even be in comparison to what we're going to do with this. And when I was talking to Isaac about inventory, we kind of scared him at a meeting the other night. He's like, we had a lot of inventory for this program, but we better go like back up the dump truck full of experiences, because when you train on it and it becomes a rhythm, it's a very different experience. But I can tell you this, I won't mention the company name, but the top company that uses this app, you know, they send out tens of thousands of experiences a month. Let's say they send out 20, 30,000, 40,000 a month, okay? I think this organization is gonna start off just beta testing this app with those kind of numbers. Because one of the things to make it work is building it into your DNA. When you talk to a new person and they've been in the business for 30 seconds, you're gonna talk about this experience system. And when you put that at the very beginning of the doorway, when you open the door to Seacret, it's send out an experience. It's just imagine, your metrics are how many people are joining your company, eventually how many are joining globally, times X amount of experiences day one. And if you get a good experience and you get a good ROI, what are you going to do next? You're going to do more, right? You're going to buy 10 credits. You're going to go, wow, this works. People liked it. I got a customer. I got an agent. I got a couple of customers and a couple of agents. What are you going to do? You're going to get 10 more credits and 10 more credits and 10 more credits, right? So our goal is to be the #1 company in the industry to put that point of purchase, that experience on the doorstep of as many households globally as we possibly can. And I really do believe it's going to be an easy feat for us when I go through the rhythm of how to build this. So let's talk about how do we get a new person started, okay? How do we get a new person started? This is where you want to start to take notes. We call it 10 in play right away, okay? That is the drumbeat of Seacret. That is the rhythm of getting an agent started. 10 in play right away. 10 in play right away. 10 in play right away. Remember I said this, you do one or two things right, you get the masses to do one or two things right in their marketing, you cause an explosion. Can everyone get 10 in play? What does that mean? That means I bring Eric into the business, I'm getting 10 of these in play for him right away. I mean, as a sponsor, I might make that $100 investment. I mean, it'd be the best investment I could ever make as a sponsor. I'm already getting a sponsor bonus. I'm already getting a senior mentor bonus if I'm a Royale or above. I'll probably go ahead and make that investment in the new person. Or I might work a deal. I say, hey, if you get to have it all pack, I'll put 100 virtual samples in your back office right now, things like that. I'm sure we're all going to get creative like that. But I can tell you this, building a tempo of 10 in play right away stops the wait period.
Yep.
What's the number one hardest thing in the art of network marketing to do with a new person? Get them into activity right away. Because what do they do? What is a typical new distributor, new agent do when you sign them up and they pick their package? What's the next thing that they typically do? Nothing. Who said that? Right there, they do nothing. They got nervous butterflies on one side of their stomach. They get excited butterflies on the other side. The two butterflies, the two different sides are fighting with each other. They're just what? They're a deer in headlights. The other thing they do is they wait on their package. They wait on their package. Why? It's the company. It's not wrong. It's the company system. We're wow driven. We're demonstrable products. We're doing a wow party. We want to put the physical product on our face, on our hands, on our on our feet. We want to use the products. We want people to come to our home, right? We just created a miracle in this company.
Yep.
We just took the gestation period of an agent. I think that's why Tim, you jumped out of your seat, right? We just took that gap, that 5 to 7 to 10 day gap. And look, when they get their package, it doesn't mean they rip it open and do it. Some of them cool off by the time they get their package. Some of them put the package aside for another week. Some of them listen to their crazy, haters out there or drinking Haterade all day. I mean, we know all the things that happen, right? What we have done is crack the code. That little small gap. In all pro networkers in this room, and I say the pros, the folks that have been around 10, 15, 20, 30 years, who've gone to the top of comp plans, who've watched this industry evolve, and watched the metrics in companies and what works, what doesn't work, know that if you can sit down with a new person, the second that you bring them aboard, and you can get their why, you can get their list, you can get them in activity, and you can get response back to that, right? Someone saying, oh, wow, that video was cool, or wow, that, I read that email, I mean, tell me more about it. If you can get that happening within a couple of, really we used to say 24 to 72 hours. Now we're talking about minutes.
Yes.
Literally minutes. We've cracked the code. So that whole 7 to 10 day, what do I do? I don't know if I should do it. My friend told me it doesn't work, all that. We have literally cracked the code because now when I sit down with you as an agent and you join the business, hey, what package do you want? I want the wow package, I want nutrition, I want have it all. Great. I put that mindset aside. I break out my getting started worksheet, whatever you use, everybody kind of does something a little bit different. Mine says at the top, and it has for 20 years, yes, he's laughing because he's done this with me. For 20 years, I've had a one-page piece of paper that has said, this is not new to me, 10 in play right away, and then 2 a day. That has been the drumbeat of my 20-year career. It's been 10 in play right away, get someone in the game right away, get experiences, get exposures, get 10. And 10's not an intimidating number. Get 100 right away. Right? Nobody wants to do that. But 10 right away, you can get anybody to do that. And the tempo from that period forward, 5 days a week, is 2 a day. Okay, so watch this. 10 in play, 2 a day. 10 in play, 2 a day. 10 in play, 2 a day. You guys getting the rhythm? Do you believe that you can do that? Do you believe that every agent that joins your team can get 10 of these in play right away? Do you believe most people would send 2 of these out a day, 5 days a week? Yes, right? Now when I say 2 a day, if they don't send 2 of these out a day, I'm okay with it. But 2 a day is exposures. I want it to lead to an experience. I know the close ratio, I know the ability to bring someone in and the ability to get a customer to say yes is going to be much higher if they get an experience, okay? So it's 10 in play, 2 a day. Now I know Eric G is great at this. I know there's a lot of you that are great at this, but I know specifically Eric and specifically Muzafa are great. They've already done this. They probably already have slides made, okay? Where they're thinking, wait a minute. 10 in play right away, 10 in play right away. Okay, they don't have to wait for a package. Okay. They don't have to wait for a package anymore. Okay, 10 in play. Everyone's getting 10 in play now. No one on my team's waiting for a package anymore, right? No one's waiting for a wow party. Because a wow party's happening when? 5 days later, 10 days later, 15 days later? Well, the wow party's happening now, right? You put virtual experiences out there, and you're gonna have a wow party as soon as it lands, okay? So you have 10 in play right away, And then you have this 2-a-day mantra, 5 days a week, 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, okay? Now you need to start thinking about this. How many people on your team, on your left leg and on your right leg, are gonna get 10 in play right away? So you can base it on how many people are joining your organization, and you can base it on how many people you have in the 10 in play 2-a-day system. So I was just doing some quick math, and it was really quick math, so I know there's probably a better way to do this. You go through every rank. You ready for this? If you have 10 people in your left leg and in your right leg that get 10 in play, you're a Royale. Just think about that. Actually, you're more than a Royale. You have some extra, okay? You have 10 on your left, 10 on your right, getting 10 in play. You're a Royale, okay? So I focus on Royale, the roadmap to Royale. I think Royale is the most significant rank in the compensation plan. It's when you really start to get the ability to get leverage. You start to experience senior mentor bonuses. You know, I think Royale is where you really start to feel what network marketing is like, what leverage is like, and what it's like having a team under you. And so I like that rank. I like focusing on 10 and 10. So I've got 10 people in each leg that are getting 10 in play. So what you need to do is you just get it started, and then you just keep perpetuating it. You're making sure that enough new agents are coming in on each side that are getting 10 in play. I'm not even talking about the 2 a day. I'm just talking about the initial 10 in play, 10 in play, 10 in play. I can stay at Royale just simply by perpetuating this in 2 legs pretty darn easily. But watch, it gets even better. 25 people in each leg. So 25 on your left, 25 on your right is gold. So 25 on your left, 25 on your right, getting 10 in play is gold. So think about that. That's a pretty significant rank in the compensation plan, right? And it's not going to be hard to get people into this rhythm because we're all going to do it together. You're going to hear your upline diamond. If you go to a different market, you're going to hear them 10 in play 2 a day. If you're on, it doesn't matter what team you're on, doesn't matter eventually what country you're in, you're going to hear 10 in play, 10 in play, 10 in play, 10 in play. When we get that drum beat going, a new person only knows what you teach them. How did you bring them in? You got them a pack and you got 10 in play. What do you think they're going to do with all of their new people? They're going to tell them to choose a pack and get 10 in play. What are they going to do as their daily method of operation? 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. So when you add those up, and I'm not even adding up the 2 a day metrics, it becomes very, very, very significant. Now, we were going to do this live, but with the bandwidth in here for Wi-Fi, I'm going to wait for you to just go to lunch.
I think it's working now. They just text me. Check,
oh, it did?
Check your notifications in the app, but click on the notifications.
Okay. Cool.
They said it works, but just check the notifications.
Okay, you're right. Go ahead and bring my phone up here real quick. Awesome. I really wanted you to see this. So you see up top there, it says sample request. Now we don't use the word sample. It's going to say experience. Okay. So it's going to say requesting an experience. And that was, let's say I sent this to Chris, my friend backstage. Actually, Chris is the app developer. All I simply do, and it's going to push a notification to me. Chris is requesting an experience. How cool would your day be? Every couple of hours, you get a push notification to your phone. Because that's what it's going to look like, guys. You get a push notification to your phone that says, so-and-so is requesting an experience. So when you fill your funnel with 10, you load 10 right away, 10 and play right away, and then you're doing 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. It's going to be at some point where every week you're getting a push notification saying, I want an experience. And then eventually, if you stay in the rhythm, it's going to be every day that someone says, send me an experience. Now, anyone in here want to build a large team? Okay. Don't you want your team being haunted every day with push notifications?
Yes.
That says so-and-so wants an experience?
Yes.
That's why you want to build the rhythm within your organization, because you want to talk about productivity. You got your team hitting buttons all day long, sending out experiences all over the United States and Canada. It's going to be very, very significant. So if you see here when I clicked on request a sample, there's a couple things that happen here. I can view the information. I can just hit send experience pack. Okay, now how do I know what to send? Because I sent them something specific. I sent them skincare oriented video, or I sent them a nutrition oriented video, and they replied back. They put their address in, they're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and say send experience pack. And when I do that, obviously I have to have credits, tokens. When I do that, it's going to go in, it's going to trigger it, it's going to trigger the technology to the warehouse. When it's going to say warehouse has the order, it's going to send you a push notification. When it leaves the warehouse the next day or the day after, it's going to send you another notification saying it left the warehouse, and a few days later, it's going to send you another notification saying that it's landed at the doorstep of your prospect. Okay, very, very, very cool. So still have some lag. So I'm not going to focus on that. Okay, so we're going to go to lunch in just a minute. I know that Mark's going to come back out, but we want to thank Isaac for this, because Isaac has loaded one token in everyone that has bought a ticket for Elevate to, when you leave this room, you will go in, download your app, and Isaac, it's on Isaac. He wants to help you send out your first experience. So thank you, Isaac, for that. So just think about this. I don't know if you guys are grasping this, okay? Because we got a lot of people that are virtual right now. That means that in the next hour, just think Seacret as a company. In the next hour, we're going to send out 3,000-4,000 experiences.
Yep.
In the next hour, just beta testing our new technology. 3 or 4. Look, some companies don't do that in a week. Some companies don't do that in a month. We're doing it as a test to make sure our download went okay. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is draw your line in the sand today. Get in the 10 and play rhythm. Okay? So take the one free credit from Isaac, learn how to use your app, learn how to download it, learn how to send your first experience. But I'm going to encourage every single person in this room, I'm going to encourage every single person watching this virtually right now, that's in an approved country where this technology exists right now, the United States and Canada, go in and buy 10.
Yep.
Get your 10 in play right away today, because that means, I apologize, Isaac, you're going to have to get some more inventory. That means we're going to blow out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 experiences today. We will light this company on fire, sending out 20, 30, 40, 50 experiences in one day. Okay? You want to talk about almost reinventing the company? I mean, that's an explosion that you could really cause. So I appreciate your attention. There's going to be, I don't know if anyone's going to eat over lunch, but all I know one thing over lunch is we're going to go rack up a lot of credits on this app right now and get experiences going out there. And guys, I look forward to being in this rhythm with you. I've experienced this for 20 years, what it's like when you get an entire organization doing 10 and play right away and 2 a day. This thing will almost manage itself. It becomes remote control when that level of exposure is going out there. So appreciate each and every one of you guys. Looking forward to the rest of the event. Take care, guys.